Good morning, YouTube. This is Dexter with Essential Pressure Washing. We are in Altamonte Springs, Florida here for a house wash, driveway cleaning. This neighborhood has oak trees everywhere. We have dirty sidewalk with a lot of tanning stains, and we have a very dirty house. It's dirty on each side and with heavy algae build up to the bottoms. It's a non-gutter home, so it doesn't have gutters. So all the splash over years has put a nice thick coat of algae to the bottom. We're walking up to the front of the driveway now. You can see I'm going to show this side. Spider webs here, they're everywhere. That's typical, really. The spider webs and the eggs that come down with our mix. We're going to be a little warmer today with the mix, 1.8%, right up under 2%. I am off camera, going to have to use the pump sprayer on the sides. You can see this thick algae to the bottom there behind the plant. Up here on the top of the roof with the drip edge and everything, I'm going to show that it has algae around the side of this column. When you see that, you know you need a pump sprayer because you're going to need a 6-7% to get at those stains right there. You may have to treat it 1-2 times. I put a little treatment down. Well, we're going to put a treatment down on this. You see how it's looking to the bottom right there. We have a lot of heavy buildup on the drip edge and the facials. Soffix, look at that. There were trees over here at one period of time, and I guess they cut them down. So you have those little web things on the wall like little frog hands. Those will not come off with pressure. Please do not try to remove them with pressure because you will peel paint. So we'll treat that wall. We'll get it back to its original color. Those little web feet things will be there because you cannot move them with pressure, as I have said before. We're moving over to the other side of the house to show you the wall and the drip edge on this side of the house. And we're also going to show you the back shot of the house, which is the sunny side. It's not as bad, but it's been a while since it's been cleaned. So it's going to change colors as well. It's going to turn back to its original color. You can see now the type of algae when it's grayish shadow, that type of stuff there. When you spray it with a hot mix, it turns orange. You may have to treat it a couple of times. That is a normal procedure. This is the back of the house, the sunny side of the house. And this is the side to get the most sun, should have the least algae. We're going to tackle this job. Going to get you some coverage. Stay tuned. Okay, here we are starting out. We're starting at the back of the house and we're putting out a 1.8% mix. I want to take care of this back first so that we don't have to revisit back here until we're showing you the finished product. So I learned that these screens on these places, you have to really be careful. These screens on this place are really fragile. The one over the window that I'm spraying right now is going to buckle and fall. I was able to put it back up and back into the place where it came out from, but I learned that this place has some very old screens. So sometimes, guys, you have to be really careful. This is only a Comet P40, and it's not high pressure, it's low pressure all the way, but it did bring that little weak screen up out of the window. So I'm going to move the camera. Going to get a little angle here on the side, and I'm going to show you this right here. Off camera, we did treat that facial and that drip edge with a broom and some all-purpose to help to break that stuff down and clean it up. Stay tuned. Okay, I want you guys to take a look here. Off camera, I had to pause, and off camera, I had put the brush on the drip edge and on the drip edge of those facials right there. You see how they cleaned up really well with the brush and a little bit all purpose. Now we're coming back to the back here, and we in rinse mode. So we rinsing this place up, trying to get her nice and purty. And as you can see, now the house is back yellow on the back. whereas it was more of a grayish tinge to it earlier. But that is the chemical doing its job in taking that coat of algae, that green off of it, and bringing back and restoring the original color of it. Now, if you pay attention over here, I'm going to spray them, rinsing this window, and boom, we're going to get a screen. An older screen is just going to buckle and fall. It was broken a couple of different places. I didn't do it. It was like that when we got here. There's a couple screens on this house, maybe 5 of them that are in bad shape. Anyway, we're going to do our thing. Right there is when the screen had came down, and so I had to cut the machine off and had to get the position right to cut it off with the remote. And I set it down and put the screen back up. We're going to get back to work to what we're supposed to be doing. So guys, stay tuned. As I'm showing you this rinse in action, we're going to get a little bit more of content on this house before we're showing you the after effects and how it came out. This one right here, this is one where you have to have some experience and have your tricks and everything that you're going to need, because you need your pump up sprayer. These are small, tight areas. Normally, a home like this is dirty. It will have good grass around it. This one did not, because of the oak trees. So you're able to spray the hot mix without really worrying too much about it. But anyway, you have to learn tips and tricks and things when you're out there in the field to bring these properties back and make them look whole again. And this was one that didn't disappoint. So stay tuned, guys. Okay, we made it to the front of the house. Now we're off the sides. We're on the front. Got the back clean. We got the side clean. I dropped my camera right there. Sorry about that. My soft wash hose had got tied around the leg of my camera and it pulled it over. I'm putting a little pre-treatment down on this driveway to get it to start to getting into formation here, basically to break down some of that algae, because I'm on the front of the house and I only got that one side left, so it won't be long before we're doing this driveway cleaning. So right now I'm just laying a mix down before I get to the front of the house by this garage, so we can put some mix on this garage door and around the top where it had all the spider webs that I had showed in the walkthrough. We again, we have eliminator surfactant. I like it because if you put it in your bleach, you can get some nice soapy effect down there for you guys for this content creation here. But you can see here, just applying this 1.8, some of the webs are just getting heavy right there just from that, and they're just rolling right down off the front of this garage door. I get you a couple of shots here showing you this garage door, and then right on this other side of the property to where this mix is cleaning it up. We'll have to give it maybe a 2-minute dwell, and things was good. We had already used the pump up sprayer on the heavier areas to the bottom, so that stuff is already gone. We're going to lay this mix on top of it and then give it a nice healthy rinse. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, here we are on the driveway. I did not show that final side is really tight up in there, and it'd be hard to have a camera angle and spray at the same time. Now, I apologize. I had a water drop on the camera. Didn't know it, and it was kind of blowing out the shot a little bit. But on the walkway, you can see how there are puddling issues, and pretty much it's like that on the sidewalk too, because the oak trees have killed off the grass, and it's really no way the soil is higher than the concrete. So you're going to have really nowhere for the water to go. We're going to find some ways of getting it dried up a little bit and cleaned up a little bit as we work this out here. We're going to show you a little bit of this driveway cleaning. It's already been pre-treated, so now we are doing our surface cleaning. We're going to take care of the surface cleaning of this right here. Then it will be final walkthrough time for you guys to show. You can see already that the house is brighter. So the mix did work. The job, I might as well spill the beans here. It came out really, really nice. This is a really nice cleaning on this house right here. Brightened up really good. We'll see this in the walkthrough in just a minute here. Right here is only just some surface cleaning. And we might put a little bit of the rinse off on here to show you a little bit of the rinse off as well. So stay tuned. Okay, here we are with the final walkthrough here. The driveway has just been post-treated, so it's drying with the post-treatment, getting at those tanning stains. I'm showing you the sidewalk area where I have post-treated at. It's cleaned up. It's going to brighten up most likely tomorrow or later this evening. It's shadowed a lot with the trees right now. The front of this house and all of the walls came out really good. Like I said, we had to use the pump sprayer on the bottom edges of the wall, on the front side and both sides. Really, all four sides, we had to use a little pump spray magic with a 6-7% put down. The house turned out really nice and bright. Even these columns that were saturated with that heavy algae, those turned out really well too. I'm going to show you down. This is that tight side that I did not bring the camera down because it's so narrow. Get my tape off here, a little protection right there. Wasn't sure what that box was, but didn't want any water to intrude on that. So we got this side right here back bright again because it to the bottom of the edges, it had a lot of mildew because we have no gutters. We got the drip edge and the facials really nice. I did use the broom and some all-purpose to go down those after I had treated it with a mix, and that helped that to come loose and come down without a lot of effort. Those vine plant leg little things look like frog feet. Those do not come off. You can't blow them off. It'll cause you all kind of problems trying to do that. So we're going to go around to the other side of the house and then to the back. We're just giving you that final walkthrough. She did, man, she's a gem now, right? She brightened up really good. Looking at our drip edge here is nice. Down our bottom ledges where we had a lot of dark algae. And the dark algae, when you spray it, it'll turn an orange color. You have to check back on it in a few minutes and see if you have to touch it up. And I did. I touched up this side probably 2 or 3 times with the pump sprayer before we faded off the orange algae. And then we did lay down our mix at 1.8% and rinsed everything down to get everything unified to the way it is now. You see this back wall, nice and bright. It's been dried up. We got this corner over here to the bottom, had some heavy algae stains to the bottom there by the fence. It was orange. We brought that back as well. So this came out, turned out to be a really nice project. The customer was ecstatic about the work. We are going to close this gate. We're going to close it down for the day. Central Pressure Washing, signing off.